ladies and gentlemen, so most recently Dave Chappelle dropped a stand-up special, and he's touched on the comparison between Charlie Kirk and MLK. That's a crazy comparison off top, but people did it. And it's funny that people compare Charlie Kirk and MLK because now we live in a time where certain black people are very vocal on social media, and they're trying to speak negatively about Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And it's just funny. I mean, it's not anything new because people always had negative feelings and thoughts towards Martin Luther King Jr. And even black people, people don't want to, don't think that just all black people love Martin Luther King Jr. No, there are some that hated him. And a lot of times, people will hate you when you're progressive. A lot of times now what they do is they try to point out his flaws and say, well, Dr. King wasn't nothing like Charlie Kirk, because Charlie Kirk really lived and felt the way, the things he said, he really believed in. Dr. King was a phony, and Dr. King cheated on his wife, and Dr. and all this other kind of stuff. Me personally, I done told y'all, I am never in my life turning my back on Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Not his life, not his legacy. Why? Because I benefit from the fact that man existed and the work that he did. Regardless of any mistakes he made, any sins he committed, you can't find one damn leader at all that did not make mistakes and did not commit a sin. Not one. There was only one perfect man that existed, that is Jesus Christ. That is it. Everybody else made mistakes. My thing is this: you cannot be overly critical of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for getting a little bit of cootie monkey on the side and then turn around and vote for a man who said he grabbed women by the cootie monkey. If you're proud to vote for somebody who has allegedly sexually assaulted women, then you don't have an issue with somebody who had some consensual situations outside their marriage. If you can mind your business over here, you can mind your business over there. Now, I will never make a video talking bad about somebody who has lost their life. Charlie Kirk's murder was a tragedy. I will say that. Somebody lost their life, but to say, well, he was our Dr. King, no, he was not. He was in a different trajectory. He had a different type of work. I will not say that, some people saw him as a positive person, some people saw him as a negative person, but he did a different type of work. I'm not going to say the man was phony. I do believe that Charlie Kirk believed everything that he said, and everything came out of his mouth. He spoke from the heart. But so did Dr. King. If Dr. King was a phony, then he would have quit the first time they attempted to take his life.